Hi, this is Darren Drew, D. Drew Guitars. I'm continuing to work on this fretboard that I'm making for a neck. So, as you can see, I have all three stripes done on it now. And the way I did that was, I showed you how to glue the first one on, and then I sanded it down to size on my drum sander with my fence, got it very close to where I wanted it. Then I used my table saw with my fence and sandpaper on it to get it perfectly flat, perfectly 90-degree corners on it, angles. And I proceeded to do all three the same way. Now it's exactly the same width that I want to match my neck here that I have that's exactly the right width. And like I said, this one here, the grain is going to be matching on the sides, which in a way it's good, in a way it's bad, but this wood grain is very hard to work with for it being consistent or predictable. But and then different with the matching, you're not going to notice it as much. But for me to have the wood grain, I don't know if you can kind of see here, it matches from the inner stripe to the outer stripe. To me, that's like cool woodworking stuff. That's the way I like to do my stuff, is the harder core stuff that most people won't even ever see, but when it matches all together, it comes out looking really, really cool. And it's much more difficult to make that way, but that's just me, the way I like to do my things. So now I have my miter box here, my template already set up, and I'm doing a Gibson scale length. And so I attached my fretboard with some two-sided foam tape in place, going just evenly down the center of the call, or it's just off center, but just a little bit. That's okay, but it's even. So now I will start to cut my slots in here, and I will use my pulse saw, as thus. And I'm starting out on the last fret, the 22nd fret, because this is going to be a headless guitar, and I care about this end here being correct, because I'm putting this neck on a guitar that's already been built, but I'm remaking a neck for it, and the intonation has to be perfect because the bridge is countersunk into the body, so it has to be correct. So I'm starting out on the last fret, which will make my intonation correct. This is my 22nd fret, and I will work my way down to a zero fret, or zero nut fret that they call it, down here, and then I will have my headless piece that comes to the very end of it. So that's the gist of where I'm at on this neck build that I'm doing. And as you can see, this fretboard looks pretty badass. And then once I get this part all done, then I'm going to do my dot markers like this into it. And those look really cool too. This way you can see them on the top and the bottom side. But first I need to know where my fret lines are going to be so I can do that. Then I will be able to glue the fretboard onto the neck itself. And so there you go with this step. This is Darren Drew. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll teach you some more stuff later. And I'll show you some more results of how this neck is coming out on the next step. Thank you. Bye.